Hello dear students, welcome to Devika's Commerce and Management Academy. In the previous class we have seen calculation of cost of debt, calculation of cost of preference shares. Understood? Clear? Then we'll go for today's class, calculation of equity share capital. Calculation of equity share capital is totally different compared to the preference shares. Why? Because in preference shares a particular dividend will be mentioning how much is the dividend rate to be given to the preference shareholders and how much is the interest rate to be given to the debenture holders. That is, we have clarity. But equity shareholders getting dividend is always mysterious because it depends on the profits. The company gets profits first, as you know, I already told you, the company gets profits, first preference goes to, yes, to whom? Debenture holders. Then after that, to whom they are going to pay? Preference shareholders. Now leftover profit, whatever is there, out of that some amount is to be kept for retained earnings. Then after that, leftover, whatever is left, that will be decided by the directors. How much will be the dividend to be given or distributed to the equity shareholders? This is the general procedure. So dividend is not fixed here. So that is why calculation of cost of equity shares are definitely different from cost of calculation of preference shares. There are many methods, popularly 3 methods we generally follow. That methods I am discussing. So calculation of cost of equity shares. Dividend price approach, this is the first method. Dividend price approach means generally every equity shareholder expects dividend for their investment. They expect dividend. That dividend price, how much is the dividend price? So that is dividend price approach. Second one is dividend price plus growth approach. Not only dividend, sometimes the equity shareholders expect some growth, extra growth. Whenever there is expectation of extra growth, then we say it as a dividend price plus growth approach. Dividend price method, dividend price plus growth approach. And third one is earning yield method, earnings per share. How much is the earnings per share? So that is third method. So this generally will be calculating in shares and debentures in that chapter. Right now it is not much required. Now we'll be focusing only these two methods, dividend price method, dividend price plus growth. What is the formula for dividend price method? KE we say, cost of, E means equity shares, cost of debt KD, cost of preference shares KP, cost of equity shares KE. Okay na? So KE is equal to dividend by market price into 100. D by MP into 100, very easy to remember. There it was dividend by NP into 100, general formula for calculation of preference shares. Dividend by net proceeds into 100. Now here dividend by market price into 100. This is dividend price approach. If it is dividend price plus growth approach, then same formula, D by MP. D by MP, dividend by market price plus G, only plus G. G is growth. D by MP plus G whole together 100 into 100. Into 100 why? To get the percentage. Okay. So these are the main two formulas, D by MP into 100. Remember, if it is growth, D by MP plus G into 100. And for this one, earning yield method, earnings per share. So this formula is here, KE is equal to earnings per share by net proceeds. Earnings per share is how much? Divided by net proceeds. We'll be calculating only these two. Out of these two, now I have taken one problem. If you see the problem, you tell me whether this formula is applicable or this one. First, we'll read the problem, then you will tell. What is the problem? Sai company paid a dividend of 5.67 per share. Dividend they paid 5.67 rupees per share on its equity capital. The growth rate is expected 9% in future. Growth rate is given. When growth rate is given means dividend price plus growth approach. If growth rate is not given, then we would have gone for dividend price approach. Okay, growth rate is given. So this is the second method, dividend price plus growth method. Okay. The current market price per share is 66 rupees. Dividend they are paying 5.67%. Market price is here. Market price MP. MP is 66 rupees. Find the cost of equity. We know the formula, right? So we'll apply it in the formula. Formula already I have written, so I am not writing it once again. Before calculation, shall we write abbreviations? Dividend. D means dividend. D is equal, dividend is how much? Dividend of 5.67. Then market price we need. Market price is here. Means MP. Market price is 66 rupees. And expecting growth rate. Growth rate is 9%. Okay. Now apply in the formula. K is equal to dividend. Dividend is how much? This formula we are taking. Okay. Dividend is 5.67. Market price is 66 rupees. Plus growth rate. Growth rate is 9%. 9% means 0.09. If you want, you can calculate 9 by 100. It comes to 0.09 only. Okay. So this I have written directly into 100. We'll do the calculations first. 5.67 divided by 66. Where's my calci? It's here. 5.67 divided by 5.67 divided by 66. It comes to 0.0859 plus 0.09 plus 0.09. If I add this, I am getting 0.1790 into 100. It comes to 17.90. Am I correct? Let me see the calculation. 5.67 divided by 66. 0.859. 859, correct. 0.0859 plus 0.09. 0.15. Yeah, correct. Okay. So this is the cost of equity. When we are expecting a growth rate, general dividend rate could be something. When we are expecting a growth rate of how much it is? 9%, means 0.09. 9%. If we are expecting, the cost of equity shares is 17.90, higher, much. Whereas if you see the previous calculations like cost of preference shares or cost of debt, it was less. Here it is more. Why it is more? Because of the growth rate. Growth they are expecting. How much they are expecting? 9%. Normal dividend they are paying. As per the profit, dividend is distributed plus growth rate also. If growth rate was not there, then that calculation, that rate would be definitely less. Am I clear about this? This is about cost of calculation of equity shares. Screenshot? Yeah, go ahead. This chapter is not yet over. We'll do few more problems because I want to cover maximum. You have to be perfect. Anyway, take out your test book, work out as many problems as possible. And stay connected. Don't forget to share these videos. There are many subjects which already covered. Check out the playlist whether you're doing MBA, CA, CS, CMA, BCom, BBA, any course, even BTech also it is useful. Stay connected, practice well. Good luck.